So today we basically describe the radiation exchange between the surfaces. So the actual process of the relative heat exchange between the different surface takes place in the presence of either a medium or vacuum. Okay. So most of the gases meet the requirement of the non-partition medium to an excellent approximation. So for the find out the radiation exchange between surface, we have some assumption we made. Is the all surface have uniform property over their whole extent. Number two is the each surface is considered to be either gray or black. And number three, the absorptivity of surface is independent on the temperature of the source of incident radiation and equal to the emissivity. Means absorptivity equals to emissivity. Means it satisfies the Kirchhoff's law. And number four, radiation and reflection process are diffused. Okay. So first we discuss about the radiation which exchange between black body separated by a non-absorbing medium. Now you see, there will be two body. One will be the A1, area A1, temperature T1, and here is another body, this is A2 and temperature T2. So here we take a on the A1, we take a small elementary A1 dA1, and here in A2 we take a small elementary A1 dA2. So we consider the heat exchange between the elementary A1, dA1 and dA2. Okay, of two black radiating body. This is the two black body and separating by a non-absorbing medium. And the distance between two area or two body, the elementary body dA1, this is the R. Okay, and total area A1 and A2 having temperature T1 and T2 respectively. The normal to this area make an angle theta1 and theta2. So this is the normal, because you see the orientation of the dA1. This is in this direction. So this is the normal direction. Similarly, here the orientation in this direction. So this is the normal of the dA2. So the angle with the normal to the D1 and D2 line joining, this is the theta1 and theta2 respectively. Okay. So let dW1, now both elementary will be have a solid angle to center of the other. So let the dW1 will be the subtended by D1 by dA2. Means, and dW2 is the subtended. So from this dW1 we can write, because if we consider suppose this is the area and this is the solid angle. Okay. So the area will be dA2, because dA1 to dA2 the heat will be transferred. Radiation takes place in this direction. So this is this place, this is the dA1. Okay, so this is the dA1. So the solid angle dW1 is the subtended by D1 by dA2. So we can write for this. So for this, this is the dW1. This is the dW1, because radiation takes place from dW1 to dA2. So we can write dW1 equals to dA2 cos theta 2 by R square, because in the normal direction area will be dA2 cos theta. In this means if this is the theta 2, so in this projected area this is the dA2 cos theta in this direction. In this direction area will be dA2 cos theta 2. So divided by R square. Similarly, for dW2 equals to, in this direction the area will be dA1 cos theta 1 by R square. So from we get dW1 and dW2. So the energy leaving from dA1 in the direction given by the angle per unit solid angle. So this is IB1 into area, dA1 cos theta 1. Okay, where IB is the black body intensity and dA1 cos theta is a projected area on the line between the center. So the rate of radiant energy leaving dA1 and striking on dA2. So from the dA1 means the energy outing from the dA1 striking on the dA2. Okay, so this is how much? This is dQ1 equals to IB dA1 cos theta 1 into dW1, because here it is written the energy leaving D1 in the direction given by per angle per unit solid angle. So this is IB1 D1 cos theta 1. So total energy will be IB1 D1 cos theta into solid angle. So we can write this is IB1, if we put the value dW1 equals to cos theta 1 cos theta D1 D2 by R square. So this is the energy absorbed by the elementary area dA2. Means the energy, because dA1, if you see now dA1, the energy emitted from different directions. Suppose this direction, but what will be the energy emitted from the D1 will be absorbed by the Da2 or incident upon the Da2. So this is equals to dQ12. Okay. So now, so energy absorbed by the elementary area and Da2, since both the surface are black, the quantity of energy radiated by similarly now Da2 energy radiate, what will incident upon the D1 equals to dQ21 equals to IB2 cos theta to cos theta and Da1 radiated to Da. So net energy transfer dQ equals to dQ12 minus dQ21. So this is we get Da1 Da2 cos theta 1 cos theta 2 by r square equals into IB minus IB2. Or we know from the relation between IB and EB equals to IB1 equals to EB by pi and IB2 equals to EB2 by pi. So from this we can write dQ12 equals to Da1 Da2 cos theta 1 cos 2 by pi r square into EB1 minus EB2. Or if we find EB equals to sigma into d to the power 4, so if we put W, we get this. Now, this is the for elementary area. Means from equation number 2, we only find out the radiated energy leaving from dA1, means elementary dA1 to the elementary dA2. Now, if we find out the what will be the total heat transfer from A1 to A2. So this is the Q1 equals to integration of dQ12. So if we integrate this dQ12, this dQ12, so this is a sigma T1 to the T to the 4 into A1 to the 4. Now the rate of energy emitted by the A1 that falls on the A2 from the equation number 2. So from the equation number 2, we know total A1, this is IB1 integration A1 A2, because you see in this equation there will be two terms A1 and A2. So you have to integrate in terms of A1 and A2. Okay, this is the area integrate. So this is cos theta 1 cos theta 2 d1 d2 by r square. Or we can write IB equals to sigma into T1 to the 4 into integration A1 A2 cos theta 1 and by pi. I by I, because EB by pi equals to IB. So we instead of EB we put sigma T1 to the power 4. Clear? Now what is the total heat radiated from the energy? Now from the emissive power equation we know this is the emissive power equals to the total heat net heat radiated per unit time per unit area. So total heat radiation equals to EB into area. So now from this we can find out the total heat transfer from energy radiated from the A1 equals into C into EB. Basically this will be the A1 into this will be the A1 into EB. And EB means sigma into T1 to the power, this is EB1. Sigma into T1 to the power 4. Now, now basically if you consider, suppose this is the A1, this is the A1 total surface, and this is the A2, is another surface. Okay. Now from this A1, energy radiate in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, different direction, and in this direction. So means total Q1, some amount of the energy incident upon the A2, not the total energy. So this incident upon energy Q12. So now if we ratio, now how much total energy, how much ratio of the total energy incident upon the A2? So this is the Q12. So this is Q12 by Q1 equals to 1 by A1. If we divide it, we get this is 1 by A1, A1 A2 cos theta 1 cos theta 2 pi r square, and this is called F12. So this term is called F12, or this is called as a shape factor or configuration factor or surface factor or view factor between the two radiating surfaces. And it is defined as the fraction of radiated energy that is diffused from one surface element and strike the other surface directly with no intervening deflection. Means if you find out, if suppose in this A1 surface Q1 emitted energy radiated, means in this direction, all direction, okay, but some amount of the energy incident upon the A2, means this is a Q12, means only the some amount. So how much of the total energy incident upon the A2? So this is called the shape factor. So means suppose in a energy radiated from a surface, so the ratio of the how much emitted, suppose if you find out F12 equals to 0.5, means 50% of the total energy will be radiated incident upon the A2. Other radiation will go another direction, but only the, so F12 amount energy will be in of Q1, energy will be incident upon the A2. So this is the known as the shape factor or configuration factor or surface factor. So we know U12 equals to F12 A1 sigma T1 to the power 4. Now similarly, the rate of radiant energy by A2 that falls on A1 from equation number 3 is given by. So equation number 3 means from this equation. So this is the dQ21. So if we integrate again, so this is IV2 cos theta 2 cos theta 1 integration du2 dA2 dA1 by R square. So they limit also A1 to A2 here also. So Q1 to this. So similarly, the total radiation energy Q equals to A2 into sigma 2 to the 4. Now if we divide it Q21 by Q2, this we get 1 by A2 integration A1 A2 cos theta 1 cos theta 2 cos d1. Now if you see this equation, only the extra term will be 1 by A2. Similarly here, if you see only the extra term will be A1, but this integration term will be remain same both the equation. So from this we can write this 11 equation and 9 equation. If we get comparison, so we get A1 F12 equals to A2 F21, because if you multiply A1 F12 equals to integration A1 A2 cos theta 1 cos theta 2 dA1 dA2 by pi r square. Similarly from 11 equation, if you A2 into F21 equals to integration A1, so both the same term. So from this we can write A1 F12 equals to A2 into F1. So this is called the reciprocity theorem. So it indicates that the net radiant interchange may be evaluated by computing one-way configuration factor from either surface to the other. So we can write the Q12 equals to A1 F12 sigma T1 to the 4 minus 2 or A2 F21 sigma T1 to the 4 minus T2 to the 4. So this equation applicable to the black surface only. Okay, and it's having emissivity immunity. So this is we consider only for the black surface. Now different property of the shape factor. Achha. Now shape factor basically purely function of the geometric property, do not depend on the temperature. Okay. When two bodies are exchange radiate energy with each other, the shape factor relation is given by the equation 13. This is A1 F12 A2 F1. This is called reciprocity theorem. Means if you take suppose if you take a body A2, another body A1, now here from A1 to A2 the shape factor will be F12. F12 when the radiated energy, and when A2 to A1 the shape factor will be F21. So from this we can write A1 F12 equals to A2 F21. So this is called the reciprocity. Already we proved that. Or if we surface will be I to J, then J to I, so we can write AI Fij equals to AJ Fji. Achha. When all the radiation emitting from a convex surface 1 is interrupted by the enclosing surface 2, the shape factor of convex surface with respect to the enclosure F1 is unity. Okay. For a convex surface, the shape factor with respect to the enclosure F1 equals to unity. Okay. Then in continuity with reciprocity theorem, the shape factor F21 is merely the unity. So A2 by A1 by A2. Okay, so how can we find out A1 F1 equals to A2 F21 equals to? So if we consider F1 equals to unity, so we get F21 equals to A1 by A2. Okay. Next, a concave surface is a shape factor with itself because the radial energy coming out from the one part of the surface is interrupted by another part of the same surface. Surface respectively F11. Suppose for a surface, suppose concave surface like this. Okay. So there will be, if the radiated energy from this shape factor itself means F11 not equals to 0, because some amount of energy strike on itself also, because this is a concave surface. But convex surface like this, so there will be no chance, if the radiated energy, no chance to fall itself only. So this is the F11 equals to 0. Similarly for flat plate, F11 equals to 0. So for flat plate or convex surface, the shape factor with respect to itself is 0, means F11 equals to 0. This is due to the fact that any part of the flat or convex surface one cannot see or view any other part of the same surface. Okay. Now, if two surfaces A1 and A2 are parallel and large, radiation occur across the gap between them so that A1 equals to A2. and all radiation emitted by the one first order, then F1 to F21 equals to 1. Okay. If one of the two surface is divided into sub area, means A1, A11, AI2, AIN in this way, so we can write AIFij equals to summation of AIN Fin. So now we will see. Suppose if we divided the surface A1 equals to A3 plus A4. So we can write A1, suppose this is a single body, A2 and A1, and we divided the A1 in divide two parts, A3 and F4. Okay. So we can write previous figure A1 F12, A1 F12 equals to A3 F32 and A4 F42. But F12 not equals to F32 plus F42. Clear? Similarly, another second case where A2 has been divided into sub area A3 and A4. এখানে কি হচ্ছিল তোমার radiated energy A1 থেকে A2, it will be given to A1 to A2. So we can write for this A1 F12 equals to A1 F12 equals to A3 F32 means 322 and 422, because we divide the A1 surface in A3 and A4. So this is A3 F32 plus A4 F4. Similarly, if we divided second case A2 into 3 and 4. So for this we can write A1 to F12 equals to A1 F13 plus A1 F14. Okay. So this is called the summation basically. Let us now take the case of an enclosure in which one surface is exchanging radiation with all other surfaces in the enclosure, including itself. If it happens to the convex surface, this is because of the convex surface can see view another part of it. So for this we can write, this is called principle of conservation. Now, for this, suppose we take an enclosed surface like this. Suppose this is the enclosed surface. Okay. So this is one surface. This is two surface. This is three surface. This is four surface. This is five surface. So for summation rule, we can write this is F11 plus F12 plus F13 plus F14 plus N15 equals to 1. Similarly, F21 plus F23 plus F24 plus F25 plus F21 equals to 1. Similarly, F31 plus F32 plus F33 plus F34 plus F35 plus this is equals to 1. Similarly, F41 plus F42 plus F43 plus F45 plus F44 plus F equals to 1. Similarly, in this way, F51 plus F52 plus F53 plus F54 plus F55 equals to 1. So if we take n number of surface, then we can write F11 plus for this is the 1 to other surface. This is all other surface. So F11 plus F12 plus F13 plus F1n equals to 1. Similarly, this is from two surface, 2 to other surface. So F21 plus F22 plus F23. Similarly, n surface Fn minus. So in this way, we can write the total summation of the Fi to j equals to 1 for I equals to 1, 2, 3 to f. So this is the principle of the conservation or summation rule. Another method is the called Hotel-Kostring method for estimating the shape factor for infinite long surface. Means for a duct or channel, there will be heat transfer shape factor. When you find out, this is not possible by using this the property of the shape above described property of the shape factor. So for this, here this surface is generally required to flat or convex or concave, any irregular shape. Okay, so here you see there will be two surfaces. One is the surface 1, another is the surface 2. Okay, and in Hotel-Kostring method, basically we consider the surface as a small end point. Both the surface end point stretches by tightly stretched string. We added just which is shown by a dotted line. Means here the L1 represent basically the dotted line string. Okay, so you see now all the point we join by a dotted line, and this is the called string. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5 and 6. Diagonal will be 5 and 6, and this side 3 and this side 4. So first we consider the triangle ADB. So for ADB, shape factor 1 to 3 plus shape factor 1 to 5, and 1 1 equals to 0 because this is a straight line. Okay, because it's so here basically the surface is considered as a tightly stretched string. Okay, which is given by dotted line. So for this f11 equals to 0. So from this ADB triangle, the equation will be f13 plus f15 equals to 1. Similarly, f321 plus f325 equals to 1, and f521 plus 523 equals to 1. So this is from the triangle ADB. Now from reciprocity theorem, this is A1 f13 equals to A3 f31, and A1 f15 equals to A5 f51. Okay, and A3 f35 equals to A5 f53. Now from this equation you see both sides from the equation number 1. First equation we just multiplication by A1. So it will become as A1 f13 plus A1 f15 equals to A1. Second equation, it is multiplied by A3 f31 plus A3 f35 equals to A3. And third equation, now in this equation A3 f31, now A3 f31 equals to A1 f13. So from this we can write, from 4 equation we can write instead of A3 f31, means if you see this expression A3 f31 equals to A1 f13. So instead of A3 f31 we write A1 f13 plus A3 f35 equals to A3. Fifth equation we multiplied by A5. So A5 f51 plus A5 f53 equals to 1. Again from this expression A5 f53 equals to A3 f35. So instead of A5 f53 we write A3 f35 equals to A5. So this is the equation. Next, from 3 and 5. Now from this equation 3 and 5, if we subtract from 3 to 5, we get A1 f15 minus A3 f35 equals to A1 minus A3. You see here from 3 to 5, A3 f3 A1 f13 cancelled out, only A1 f15 minus A3 f35. Okay. So and from 7 this will be A3 f35 equals to A5 minus A1 f15. From 7 means this expression you see, A3 f35 equals to A5 minus A1 f15. Okay. Now from 8 equation, eight number equation, we just put the value A3 f35. Okay. So A1 f15 equals to A1 minus A3 plus A3 f35. Okay. So instead of A3 f3 we just put the value, this value A5 minus A1 minus A3 plus A5 minus A1 f15, or from this we can write twice A1 f15 equals to A1 minus A3 plus F5, or A1 f15 equals to A1 minus A3 plus A5 by 2. So this is the equation number 10. Now equation number 3, if you see, this A1 f13 plus A1 f15 equals to A1. Okay. So A1 f13 equals to A1 minus A1 f15. Now instead of A1 f15 we write A1 minus A3 plus A3 F3. So from this already we can find out A1 f1. So from this we can find A3 F35. A1 instead of A1 f15 we put the value this one, A1 minus A3 plus A5 by 2. So we get this is A1 plus A3 minus A5 by 2. Or from this we get F13 equals to A1 plus A3 minus A5 by twice into A1. Okay. Similarly F14 means, so this is for the ADB triangle. Similarly ACB triangle, we from this we can find F14 already. So f14 equals to a1 plus same way instead of a3, then you see here this is the a3, instead of a3 this will be a4, and instead of a5 this will be a6. So this is a1 plus a4 minus x by twice a1. So now you see from this surface we can write f11 equals to 0. So from this, right, f11 plus f12 plus f13 plus f14 equals to 1. So here f11 equals to 1 equals to 0. So only f12 plus f13 plus f14. Now from this we can write f12 equals to 1 minus f13 minus f14 equals to 1 minus, if we put the value f13 and f14, we get this will becomes as a5 plus a6 minus a3 plus a4. So this is basically in terms of area. Now if we consider the thickness will be unity, so in terms of length also string we can write. So then f12 equals to L5 plus L6 minus L3 plus L4 by twice L1. Means instead of A1, see if we consider the thickness will be unity, so length into unity. So this is in terms of length we can find out this. So means hotel cross string method thus expressed as f equals to summation of the cross string. Means here if you see 1 to 2 summation of the cross string means 5 and 6. Clear? And uncross string equals to here 3 and 4. Okay, divided by 2 into string on the surface side, means this is the L1. Okay, so first problem is that derive an expression for the geometrical factor f11 for the inside surface of a black hemispherical cavity of radius r with respect to itself. Means the figure will be like this. Suppose there will be a hemispherical sphere surface. Okay, so this is 1 and this is 2, and this is the hemispherical surface, so outside will be the inside insulated. Means there will be no radiation from the outside, only the radiation takes place inside the inside surface. So you have to find out the f11, means in this hemispherical surface what will be the shape factor 1, means itself shape factor f11. So first we use the reciprocity theorem. So this is, we know a1 f12 equals to a2 f21. Here 2 is basically this will be this type of surface, a circular surface. Okay, and above this there will be hemispherical surface. Okay, so f2, and this is the 3D figure, this is the 2D figure. Now here 1 to 2 the radiation equals to 2 to 1. So a1 f1 equals to a2 f21. Now if we write for one surface, for summation rule, f11 plus f12 equals to 1. Here you have to find out the f11. Clear? So first we find out the f12. So from this we can write f11 equals to 1 minus f12. Clear? Now from this reciprocity theorem we can write f12 equals to a2 by a1 into f21. Now what is the value of f21? You see this is the flat plate, means which radiation coming out from the 2, always all the radiations incident upon the 1. So from this we can write f21 equals to 1, because all radiation coming from the 2 all are incident upon the 1. There will be no other way. Means what will be the radiation takes place from this side or this side, means all direction it will be incident upon the surface 1. So f21 equals to 1. So from this is equals to a2 by a1. So from this we can write this is equals to 1 minus a2 by A1. Okay. So 1 minus, what is the value of A2? This is a circular plate,
pi r square each.
pi r square.
सर F21 वाला एक बार बताना सर, F21 वाला कैसे मतलब हटा दिए वो वाला?
बोल pi r
A2
square.
by A1 F21
And
था
this
ना
is,
सर?
and this is twice pi r square, because this is half circle, half hemispherical. So this is 1 minus half, means 0.5. So first we have to find out this is the reciprocity theorem. A1 F12 equals to F2 F21. Now F12 equals to A2 by A1 F21 means F21. 21 means, suppose for a shape vector, suppose there will be a body. This is the 2. This is another body 1. So means F21 means, suppose from the radiation coming out from the 2. This is in this direction, different direction. But this is the total Q. This is the total Q radiate from the 2. This, how much of this total Q2 is incident upon the 1? This is Q21. So means this is direction, in this direction it is radiate energy, but only the direction takes place in this direction, only the incident upon the 1. So this ratio Q21 by Q2 is called shape factor. Now if for this F21 means how much radiated energy from coming of the 2 incident upon the 1. If you see this, because this is enclosed by a hemispherical surface, so all radiated energy coming out from the 2 will always incident upon the 1. So means suppose in this direction it will also incident upon this, and this incident upon the 1. If it is incident, this also incident upon the 1. So means the total energy coming out from the all energy incident upon the 1. So this is for this F21 equals to 1. So this is the, from this we can write F21 equals to 1. So F1 equals to A2 by A1. So from this we get F11 equals to 1 minus F12, or this is equals to 1 minus A2 by 1. So this is 1 minus 0.5 equals to 0.5. So this is the figure basically 2 to 1. And first we find out A1 F12 equals to A2 F21, or A1 F12 equals to A2, or F12 equals to A2 by A1. F21 because all radiation emitted by the black surface 2 intercepted by the enclosing surface 1. So from this we can write F11 plus F12 equals to 1, or F11 equals to 1 minus F12 equals to 1 minus A2 by A1 equals to, so this is pi r square divided by twice pi r square. So this is 1 minus half equals to 0.5. Clear? Next problem. Derive an expression for the shape factor of the cavity each enclosed on its surface with a flat surface shown in the figure. So there will be two surfaces. One is the cylindrical cavity. Here two surface will be there. This is also a cylindrical surface, and here two also, and this is the conical cavity. Yeah. So first we find out the cylindrical cavity. So by using the summation rule again, you see from 1, if we apply the summation rule for one surface, this surface, this is basically the surface 1. This is the surface 1, and this is the surface 2. Similarly here, this is the surface 1, and this is the surface 2. Okay. So first for surface 1, we can write for cylindrical cavity F11 plus F12 equals to 1, or F11 equals to 1 minus F12. Okay. Now by summation rule. Now also for 2 respect to 2 we can write F21 plus F22 equals to 1, or here you see F22 is a flat surface, so this will be 0. So F21 equals to 1. Clear? So F22 equals to 0 because this is a flat surface, and F21 equals to 1 because all radiation emitted by the black surface 2 is intercepted by the enclosed surface 1. Now, if similarly now we apply the reciprocity theorem. So A1 F12 equals to A2 F21. Now F12 equals to A2 by A1 by F21. So F21 equals to, already we calculate this is 1. So A2 by A1, or F11 equals to 1 minus F12 equals to 1 minus A2 by A1. Now here what is the value of A2? You see A2 will be, this is a circular section basically. means this is a cylindrical enclosed. Okay, so means two section will be a circular section. So this will be pi by 4 d square if d is the diameter. And what is the one area? First, if the height will be the h and the diameter will be d, this diameter will be the d. So the area will be on this surface. These two surface will be basically the surface at the longitudinal. So this is pi dh plus this surface, pi by 4 d square. So total area will be pi by 4 d square plus pi dh. So this will be come as 4h by 4h plus d. This is for the F11 for the, and sometime in your problem find out the F12 or F21 or F22. In this way you can find out this. Okay. Now second case, conical cavity. Same procedure, only the difference same here also A1 F1 equals to A2 F1 and we get F1 to A2 by A1, and similarly here also you see in this figure F22 equals to 0, F21 equals to 1. So in this way all remain same, only the difference is the area. Now in conical circle A2 equals to pi by 4 d square and A1 is the pi d plus slant height by 2. This is the conical surface area. Okay. So we apply this pi d plus root over h square. So this will become as 1 minus d by root over 4h square plus d square.